Hi everybody, I am Kara Shavo and Craig asked me to share with you how I've been teaching my online Math 110 class. Been doing it, I think I started about 4 summers ago, and I will say that the way I do it uses my iPad, if you can see that, for virtually every aspect of the course. So if that's not for you, you might want to look at some of the other videos that Craig has gotten from faculty. I use my iPad mostly because I teach math, and math, you just can't teach it without writing stuff down. And typing isn't really going to work. You know, it's not that easy to type math. So, and also it's important for students to kind of see you writing things as you explain. I don't know, it's the only way that I could think to do it. And I use 2 apps to do it. I use something called Explain Everything for the instructional videos that I record and then post on Brightspace, the Brightspace site. And I also use something called Notes Plus, which I use to help me with my virtual office hours. So students can see me write while I'm explaining. They can hear me and see me write because I share my screen with them, so they can see me write on my iPad. And I also use that for my for grading as well. They email me their homework and also their test in PDF form, and then I upload that to Notes Plus, and I can grade it right there and email it right back to them. So what I just did was I emailed myself the link to this Zoom, and then I opened this Zoom on my iPad, and then I hit screen share. So that's why you see, what you're seeing now is my iPad. So I'm going to show you, explain everything. Let's see if I can do this sideways. Oh, good. All right, so there's explain everything. Here's some of the videos I've made. It's really not very expensive to buy Explain Everything. I can't remember how much I paid, but it's good for a whole year. And I use it not just in my online classes. I use it to post extra examples on our course site for my regular in-class classes as well. So if I want to start a new one, I usually just pick a blank canvas. And then I usually start with my lecture slides, and I write on them, and I can add blank slides to write on, because sometimes math problems take a couple of pages to do. So, but if I want to grab a file, mine are all in PDF. I don't know how it would work with PowerPoint, but I think with PowerPoint you can change those to PDF anyway, but I'm not positive. So as I said, I'm not an expert. All right, so I'm going to, oh, if you want to take pictures, you can do that. You can import a picture if you want. This is a mask I made for my friend. She went to Clemson. I am just gonna have to, you know, oops. Gosh, I can't spell and talk at the same time. That says Go Cox or Go Gamecocks. Anyway, I had to fix that slide a little bit. All right, the other thing you can do is, like I said, if I want to find my lecture slides, I use Dropbox, but you can search your computer and find, I'm going to find some of my slides. Fair division's kind of fun, so let's do that. I'm going to import it. I usually import as separate slides. Separate slides. Okay. Let's see. Notice that up here, if you look up in the upper right-hand corner, I've got now 94 slides in this. And if I go to the right, I can go through my slides. And I can write on them. And I have different colors. If I need more room to do more math, again, I can just do this. I can, normally I would press that button up there, that record button, to record myself talking. You can edit the recording. So let me see. Hi, I'm recording something now. And I can draw some stuff on here. I can edit it. Let me pause it. If I go like that, I can kind of go backwards and re-record things. If I wanted to record after here, I can do that. I mean, you just kind of get used to it. And you can say more stuff, etc. I find Explain Everything to be pretty intuitive to use. One thing I would say if you decide to use this is try to break your presentation up into separate little slides, because it's easier to delete a slide in the middle and re-record the whole end of it than to try to do something in the middle of a large slide. So, and you can reorder the slides later if you want, but that's how I do my lectures. I record those, then I upload them to my Dropbox, and then I upload them again to Brightspace after that. How do I do office hours? Well, what I do is, let me get out of here. I just use, oh, you don't need to see that. I just use a blank, I'll just do a new one, I guess. This is called Notes Plus. And students ask me questions, and then I answer them. So the formula you might want to use is the present value annuity. And then you can work all the math out, and they can see you while you write it. They can even write, actually that's not true, they can't write on this, but I can, if it's a big problem with a lot of words, I can import the PDF that contains the problem and write on that. So I really like my iPad, because I honestly don't know how I would communicate math to my students without being able to write it. The other thing I might want to talk about is homework and tests. I don't do multiple choice tests because I tell my students I want solutions, not answers, and I need to see their work. So they write their work out on paper, then they use their phones, because they all have cell phones, to take pictures of it. I ask them to download an app that will convert to a PDF, and they email me the PDFs. As far as tests go, I'll either use Google Meet or Zoom, and I just invite everyone to it, and I ask them to, put their things so tilt their screen so that I can see their work area, and they're supposed to keep their microphones on unless they're in a really noisy room, and then I proctor them that way. It's not foolproof. There definitely were some students who cheated on the final in the spring semester. They looked up all the financial math problems. I could tell. Those were the only problems that were standard enough they could find online answers. The other stuff is a little bit less standard, so their answers weren't too available online. But I don't know how you completely and totally prevent cheating with an online exam. It's hard, but I think it was, certainly not most of the students. It was a minority of students, I think, that cheated. I think that's about it. So I hope this was helpful. I went really fast, but if you have any more questions, let me know, and I can take you through it in more detail. Good luck.